Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to 5B's book, Unit 7, Decimals, Part 4. Today, we're going to be talking about multiplying and dividing decimals by a one-digit whole number. So, today, I want you to think about the decimal. And I want you to think about the decimal at an amusement park. When a decimal's at an amusement park, he likes to ride the roller coasters. He likes to go up the roller coaster and down the roller coaster and up and down. Sometimes he likes to get on roller coasters that go backwards and up and down and up and down. And he likes to watch it go round and round and round and round and hold on. It looks like I've spelled multiply, because when I multiply, the decimal kind of seems like it's going all around. So I want you to picture that the decimal is in a classroom. And at the classroom, the teacher is always going to be standing in the front. And the teacher's job is to make sure that that decimal is not running all up and down the hallway. So if I have the number 8.7, and I want to multiply that by 3. I want you to think when I multiply of the little Mr. Decimal going up and down and all around and all around. All right, now the number in front of the decimal, whether it be one number or a bunch of numbers, is always the teacher. Okay, it stands out there, it's the teacher. Now, the decimal wants to follow the teacher. So the teacher sometimes turns around, the decimal runs all around. And because of that, the teacher likes to make sure everyone's in line. And so she likes to count her line up. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to just multiply as if the decimal, because the teacher turned around, the decimal just kind of ran off. So I'm going to do 3 times 7 is 1, carry to 2. 8 times 3 is 24, plus 2 is 6, carry to 2. 3 times 6 is 18, plus 2 is 20. The teacher turned back around and boop, Mr. Decimal came back. Now, she saw that something was wrong, so she's going to go ahead and count her line. So all the people after the decimal, she's going to count. Well, she sees Mr. 8 and Mr. 7, and she says 1, 2. She sees 2 numbers behind the decimal. So she knows there's 2 people in her line. So when she counts, she walks past them. She goes number 1, number 2. And she's standing there in the back of the line. She's then going to put the decimal 2 spots and walk back and make sure the decimal's there. So I am going to, here's the teacher. She went 1, 2. She's in the back of the line. And now she's going to go 1, 2. Okay? And that's where you place the decimal. So if you walk past 2 spots, you start at the back and walk back to the front 2 spots. But basically, all you're doing is counting how many spots after Mr. Decimal. All right, let's try another one. And remember, multiply. Every time you see multiply, he's on that crazy roller coaster jumping out of the line. So if I have 2.013 times 0.2. Okay? Oh my, now I have 2 lines. And guess what? This line, I don't see a teacher. So that's okay. She's going to watch all the kids. This teacher must have had to go to the bathroom. So she's watching all the kids in line, and she turns around to see if they're ready for them in the lunchroom. And Mr. Decimal goes running. He's running all over the place. She doesn't see. So they're just going to multiply like regular. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 2 is 4. All right, that's almost there. But we have the line check. We're going to see we have 1 person in line, 2 people in line, 3 people in line. She's at the back. But wait, she sees another person in that line, so she's going to count that one too. So all the people, whether it's this line or this line that are after the decimal, get counted. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 people after the decimal. The lady comes from the back of the line. She goes 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's your answer. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces because I have 1, 2, 3, 4 spots. Okay, so you need to make sure that you remember multiplication, decimals all over, so you have to make sure you count the spots. All right, we'll try one more, and then after that last one, we're going to switch over to division. So let's see, what is a hard one we can do? How about if we did 8, 2, 4.112 times 0.00121. Whoa! Notice, did I line my decimals up? No, because they're going to just run around anyway. Doesn't make sense. So now I'm going to go through, and this is just kind of also a little review of multiplication. So 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 4 is 4. Notice how I ignored Mr. Decimal. 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 8 is 8. Next row, I take my place 0 because this is in the a different spot, the second spot. So 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 4 is 8, 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 8 is 16. Go to the next spot. All right, well, I have 1, 2. I'm moving to the third spot. So now it's going to be 2, 1, 1, 4, 2, 8, because we're just writing what's there, 8, 2, 4, 1, 1, 2, 8, 2, 4, 1, 1, 2. Now I'm at the zeros. Now I can go and write 0, 0, 0, but I don't have to. I'm just going to add the numbers I have, because 0 is just going to be 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. No reason to write that. So let's add it up. So I have 2, 5, 5, 7, 11. And I'm trying to be neat the best I can. 8 and 8 is 16, plus 1 is 17. 9, 9. Whoa, am I done? Now that teacher's getting ready to do her rounds. She goes, all right, let's count who's after the decimal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 people. So let's see. We're going to start over here because she's at the back of the line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's where my number goes. Notice I did not line it up. I just counted how many spots. All right, hopefully you understand that. So let's move on to division. If you need to, stop the film and you can go through all the multiplication, or you can do this over 2 days. You can do this part today and stop and work on this and then do the next part tomorrow. I'm going to go on to division now. And erase my little multiplying one. Now, with division, we have one thing that happens. The division little guy, the decimal, when he's division, when we divide, that decimal jumps in here, puts on his little scuba mask, and bloop, 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 bloop. There's the bubbles, and he floats right to the top. Okay? So I want you to remember that, because that'll help you. If I have the number 7 divided into 4.9, all I need to do is think of this guy getting into the pool and floating to the top. He jumps up here and you're done. 7 goes into 4, 0 times. 0 times 7 is 0, minus, gives me 4. Bring down a 9. 7 goes into 49, yes, 7 times. And there you go. That is 7/10, and that is my answer. Not anything different than what you already know. So let's try another one. If I had 2, 4, 2, 8, 0. Seems kind of big, right? Now, I have, let's say 2. 2 goes into 2. Wait a minute. I have a decimal. This decimal goes bloop, 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 floats to the top, And now you can go ahead. 2 into 2 one time. 1 times 2 is 2. Subtract, I get 0. Bring down to 4. And 2 go into 4. Yes, how many times? 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Subtract, it's 0. Bring down to 2. Can 2 go into 2? Yes, how many times? 1. 1 times 2 is 2. Subtract, 0. Bring down to 8. Can 2 go into 8? Yes, how many times? 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Subtract, 0. Bring down to 0. Can 2 go into 0? Yes, 0 times. Notice how every spot is covered. I cannot have something with nothing on top of it. My answer would be 12 and 140. So I have tens, hundreds, thousands. So 12 and 140 thousandths. And that's all it is. So go ahead and go in your book. I want you to practice these. There's quite a few pages. I want you to make sure that you're practicing how to do them. And then after you do that, then you should feel comfortable with the next part. But I would suggest stopping, and I will see you tomorrow with the last part of this chapter, which talks about decimals and fractions. See you next time.